Oh, goodness gracious. Oh! Greetings and salutations, Fritz. It's time for something new. Tim? I don't like change. Well, too f***ing bad. Why does it do that? Oh. You know. Ah. Well, I'm still gonna use potty language. I'm just gonna beep out the words. Okie dokie, artichokes. In an effort to make more content, I came up with an idea. You see, I need a way to play a lot of these games behind me, and, as I said before, to create more content. To pad out the space in between my normal content. So I figured, why the hell not? I call this fun little creation of mine the best of 3. But you're playing 9 games. True. But in groups of 3. Here's how this is gonna go down. Either myself or my friends are gonna pick 3 games off these shelves behind me from my modest collection, and then I'm going to play those games for a small amount of time. Probably around 30 minutes to an hour. Starting levels. Stuff like that. 30 minutes isn't a lot of time, Tim. How are you going to judge them based upon that alone? If you let me finish, I'd get to that. Fine, you know what? I don't like change anyways. You can handle this. I'm gonna take a shit. Anywhoozle, I'm going to play those games for a short amount of time, and then based upon that information, I'm going to declare a winner of the respective trio. There is only one rule, however. All 3 of the games have to be from the same console, because I gotta have some kind of consistency. Or rule. Competitions have rules. Now, I will be scoring each game on a strict and thorough rating system that I have devised myself. Ranging from something good to dog shit. In addition to my strict scoring system, I will also be placing them into one of 3 categories. Get it? 3! Ha! Possibly expand upon later. Will definitely expand upon later. And never plan on touching it again. Unless somebody picks it. And don't you worry your pretty little heads. I'm gonna keep track of my bullshit rating system, so you don't have to. First game we're gonna take a look at today is this nightmare from my childhood. Croc. Legend of the Gobos. Goobos. Chicken nuggets. I'm going to start off by talking about all the things I like about this game. Which is ironic, because there's only 3. 1, the music's nice and snazzy, so that's a plus. And then Croc says some hilarious things when he attacks, like Kerpow and Kersplat. And the game is nice and colorful. Now, there is a very large gripe about this game. And if you've played this game before, you probably already know what that big gripe is. And if you're somebody who's never played this game before, you're not missing anything. And if you're someone who happens to really like this game and this is your jam, it's okay. It's okay. We forgive you. It's a platforming game. Now, I want you to imagine a good platforming game for a moment with excellent, smooth, like butter controls. Like Mario 64, or Spyro the Dragon, or any other good platforming with decent controls. Now, I want you to imagine playing that exact same game, but with tank controls. Congratulations! You've played Croc! Now this next little tidbit of information is for all you youngsters out there. You see, back in the PlayStation N64, what else was there? That generation of consoles, when you put the game in the console and you let it sit there for a little bit, it would go into a demo section. Now, I didn't play very much of this game. In fact, I only got to the Whack-A-Chicken guy. But, I can tell you right now, I can't imagine playing an ice level with croc controls. Perhaps the definition of irony is these little platforms they put inside the game, because once you jump on them, you control them. As you would a normal platforming game by just moving the stick. Why didn't you just make the whole game like this? If you'd made the whole game with smooth butter controls like this platform, maybe we'd be talking about Croc instead of Mario 64. Bottom line, you're not missing anything if you've never played this game. But, it's not the worst game I've ever played. No. I'm putting this in the... You know what? I'm gonna put this in the possibly later category. Because I think I could get some more sillies out of this game. As for the score, I'm gonna give it a... not dog shit. Next game we're gonna take a quick look at is this neat little game called 40 Winks. Which, I shit you not, it says on the case, and I quote, "Move over, Mario. Nintendo official magazine. June 1999. On a PlayStation game." I'm pretty sure this was also released on the N64, but that's pretty funny. I only ever played this game as a child on a demo disc that also had 101 Dalmatians, Jet Moto, and Spyro 2. Pretty sure. Along with various other trailers for upcoming titles. And I honestly have the same opinion now that I had back then when I played it. It seems kind of fun in an average kind of pick up, I'm really bored and play kind of way. Which is perfectly fine. We can't all be spectacular. Some of us just have to be normal. Luckily, I'm not one of those people! A plus is that it definitely controls better than Croc. You begin the game by choosing to play as one of two characters, Rough or Tumble. They begin by bitching because their mother is trying to get them to go to bed, as children do. And they start talking about hoodwinks and something else. I don't remember. But naturally, the whole game takes place inside of a dream world. Not Dream Weavers. Because I'm pretty sure that world would kill these small children. It seemed kind of fun, and it seemed like it had a little bit more to offer, so I'm going to place it in the possibly later category with Croc. And score it a not dog shit. And finally, we have this first trio's clear winner. Rayman. Not only does Rayman win this first face-off, it's about to win every category I'm about to make up. Gameplay, colorful, fun, music. Yeah, Rayman is fantastic, and I'm putting it in the definitely expand upon later category and scoring it with a fantastic, but asterisk, hard as shit. Back when I first played this when I was an itty bitty baby Tim, I would fly into a rage after the mosquito guy. I didn't play too much of it this time, but I didn't really have to because I've played it before, so I was a bit spoiled. Maybe I'm being a bit biased, but Rayman's definitely better than Croc and 40 Winks. Now the winner of the next three games isn't so clear-cut. I say three, but it's really only between two because the third game is about as average can possibly be. First game on that list is called Fighting Force, otherwise known as Smasher Smashes. Literally, all the things. This is a classic arcade style beat 'em up, and you got 4 characters to choose from. Hawk, Valeria, Mace, Valeria. Alana is Alana. And Smasher, but let's be real here. If you're not playing with someone else, you're gonna pick Smasher. I didn't even try the other characters. I don't know what they do. Maybe they all have special powers. I don't know. Smasher smashes things, and he's like 3 times the size of any of the other characters. And he was pretty fun. I honestly have no idea what the is going on in this game. I assume I'm part of some elite fighting force, and judging by the 10-second intro and how far I got into this game, I assume I am being sent in to stop this evil man and his elite force of Wolverine claw wielding strippers. I really like this game. It was pretty fun. It feels really good to smash things. Controls are a little wonky, but who doesn't like smashing things? Plus the music's really snazzy. I'm gonna throw this in the expect more from it later category. Asterisks. Probably when I play it with someone, so I can have some co-op shenanigans. And I'm gonna score it with a meh. Now I know what you're saying. I was just singing the praises of this game, and yet I score it with a meh. Well, let me explain to you my 5-point rating system, because I just now thought of it. So I got something good, which is the best you could possibly be. And then I got good, which doesn't make any sense next to something good, but it makes sense to me, so I'm just gonna do that. And then in the middle, you got meh. And then you got not dog shit and dog shit. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be sticking with. And speaking of shit, the next game is fun as shit. Nightmare Creatures. Now, as a child, I'd only heard about this game in the hushed whispers of lunchroom conversations, and never actually played it myself until I was a little bit older. And I did play it once or twice, and I thought it was pretty good. But now that I sat down and played it, you can definitely expect more from this game later, because this honestly surprised me. And this is exactly why I decided to do this little series, so that I could discover games like
Nightmare Creatures.
Again, I really don't know what the going on. This game's really dark, both in tone and literally. It's kind of hard to see things sometimes, especially if you're playing it on a weird TV. But there's some necrophiliac guy going around in London who's raising an army of literal Nightmare Creatures. You get to choose to play as one of 2 characters, Ignacio and Nadia. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I'm just gonna say Ignacio. That's not what it is. But I can't read, so it doesn't matter. He has a stick and she has a sword. I played a little bit of both of them, but I prefer Nadia because she has a sword. And in games like this, I really like the hacky slash versus beady up. I will also say that this game is a load of bullshit. Fun bullshit, but bullshit. First time you play this game, these monsters are gonna bully you like a playground bully, trying to bully you out of your lunch money. But once you get the hang of it for a little bit, you get to bully them right back and take all their lunch money instead. Naturally, there's all kinds of items, and I'm assuming magic. I didn't get that far, but there's probably magic of some kind. There's fire, I think. There is guns. I got guns. Those are pretty good. This game's pretty good. And right now, it's getting a meh. Finally, we have the clear loser of this episode. Tarzan. Correction. Walt Disney Pictures presents Tarzan. It is an incredibly basic 3D platformer with cutscenes taken straight from the movie. And don't you worry, even though I loved the movie as a child, I will not allow that nostalgia to cloud my judgment and prevent me from giving this game the proper score of not dog shit. It's like right in between not dog shit and dog shit. I didn't play it for very long because I didn't feel the need to. I have a feeling that this game isn't secretly some kind of hidden gem. I'd imagine, again, if you played this as a child, it probably would have been fun, and that's perfectly fine. Please don't copyright claim me. Like I said, the winner between these two wasn't the easiest to decide, not like the last three. But I gotta say, oh no, I smashed the winner. Nightmare Creature gets this one. Sorry.
Nightmare Creatures
Gets this one. Goodness gracious, do I got 3 gems for you to finish out this first episode? That's a damn dirty lie. I have 2 gems and Frogger. Frogger can go f himself. I hated it then, and I f***ing hate it now. In fact, I hate this game so goddamn much that when I played it as a child, it may very well be one of the sources of he who is taking your shit right now. I heard that, Tim. You're lucky I'm taking the fat dough. Now, I have not allowed my inconceivable rage and hatred towards this game to block out the possibility of me seeing why people probably enjoy this game. It's fun, probably challenging in an arcadey pick up and play kind of way, and that's perfectly fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm putting this game, as you've probably guessed, in the never again category, and it's flaming dog shit. Next, we have ourselves a game that taunted me as a child, but not as an adult. Rayman 2 taunted me in the sense that I always wanted it from the moment I saw that it was coming out, and then never was able to obtain it until I grew up. The only time I ever got to actually play this game were in those little demo kiosks at Walmart and Target and other department stores. Pretty sure I played this one at a Target. I only played about 45 minutes of this game, but I was pleased with what I saw. It controlled pretty good. The music was still good. Not Rayman 1 good, but still good. And the best part of all, you get to start off with the helicopter move. You don't have to get really mad at playing the first one and do a bunch of stupid crap to finally get that stupid thing. You just have it. And he's got a little, throws the balls instead of his punch. Maybe you get the punch later, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll find out when I expand upon it later, because that's where it's going in that category. And I'm gonna score it with a meh. That way I can give it a little bit of room to grow in the not meh direction. It's definitely not gonna go in the dog shit direction, I can tell you that right now. And finally, we have a game that I played a lot as a child, but only because my parents kept renting it from the store. Which in retrospect, probably would have saved a lot more money if they just bought it. Ape Escape. At the time, I thought, man, this art direction's pretty quirky and weird. Huh. Now, I'm like, man, this game's anime as f***. The whole point of the game is you gotta go back in time and stop these monkeys from f***ing up time. Look at all these crazy monkeys. They're f***ing with everything. You got lots of things. You got dinosaurs. You got dinosaurs. Expand upon later, f***ing dinosaurs. Hell yeah. Also, quick side note. This catfish is f***ing scary. It was also a little difficult to choose a winner from these final 3 games. Final 2 games, because Frogger. Because Ape Escape and Rayman 2 are both really good games and have a lot of promise. And it's gonna win. Yes, I will be continuing with my regularly scheduled shenanigans. Originally, I had intended to do this series in groups of just 3 in front of a green screen, but technical difficulties. Don't worry, I still have that green screen, and I'm still learning and adjusting to try to get that f***ing thing to work. It's mainly an issue of space and lighting. But now that I've done this, I kind of like this one. Sitting down and talking about 9 games. It's kind of fun. And don't you worry your pretty little heads. Yes, I'm still gonna do big TV episodes. Those take a little while for me to edit, and I can only do it in my free time. These are pretty easy for me to slap together and write the script real quick and sit down and just ramble about Little piddly shit. Anyway, hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, get the fuck out of my house.